was talking about, but my poem's called Ode to America. This is an ode to the greatest country, where two political parties can't get along, an ode to America, where everything and anything is possible if your parents have money. An ode to America, where equality is claimed but the Klan still remains. An ode to America, where people spend more time playing video games than in the classroom. An ode to the greatest country, where citizens disrespect their armed forces, where only an act of terror unites different races. An ode to the greatest country, where a basketball player who makes a basket at a crucial time gets more notice as a hero than the men fighting for your freedom. An ode to America, where athletes get paid more money than a firefighter, where politicians fight harder for their salaries than their virtues, where terrorists in Boston at a marathon gets more press coverage than the men in Iraq fighting for your freedom, where an 8-year-old boy will never take a breath again because some lunatic was empowered by our society and our press to create not just one, but 2 acts of terror within seconds, where pressing the bomb button gets you more press coverage than the 55,000 runners who push buttons and push limits across the finish line. An ode to the greatest country, where a man can get his 15 minutes of fame by storming into Newtown and rendering a community hopeless, where the government still denies the need for gun control reform, even though over 3,500 people have lost their lives since the day of December 14th at the hand of a firearm, where the man who flew a plane into 2 of our nation's landmarks is more well known by the audience than the men who helped to extinguish the flames of his heinous deeds. Yes, this must be the greatest country, where 29 other nations outperform our own in each of the core academic subjects. This the place that was once hailed from the mountains to the prairies to the land up above. The place that is now gone to American dreams, turning to American nightmares, where I can't enter the United Center without seeing 4 homeless Vietnam vets, each holding cans asking for money, where I can't enter the United Center without seeing thousands of people trying not to look our nation's heroes in their eyes. An ode to the red, white, and blue, where I can't open my own eyes without seeing 12 dead people, 10 zombies, and look right there, a ghost. I'm kidding. If you look, you're crazy, and I'm not crazy. My mom had me tested. She's sitting over there like, that's not my kid. I don't know what he's talking about. Where the stars and stripes that turn into arguing and fights, where the blue and white disappear and let way for a don't-have nationalism, bright red hell that gulps up a nation's pride. So from Boston to Uncle Sam's, shedding tears up above, let freedom ring. From down in Alabama with its races to the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, let freedom ring. And when we realize that this country needs change, then this will be the day that Martin King finally rests in peace. Because no man who asked for his children to be able to rejoice in the words free at last, would at all be satisfied with the way things are today. Because being satisfied with just being free is the act of trapping yourself underneath a government that does not see the need for change. And change is what we need. If King saw the bombings and the shootings, he would not be satisfied. So let us not be satisfied. And then maybe again we'll be able to say an ode to the greatest country.